Are you planning to retire in the Caribbean, but worried about the cost? Think you need a millionaire's budget to enjoy island life? Think again. In 2025, there are plenty of affordable Caribbean islands where you can live comfortably on just $1,200 to $1,500 a month. From low-cost rent to tax-friendly environments, this video will uncover the best places to retire in the Caribbean without breaking the bank. Stay tuned as we dive into the top 10 Caribbean islands to retire on a budget. Let's get started by understanding the cost of living in the Caribbean and the living standard for the people in the region. Both of these things vary quite significantly, so let's take a look at some daily activities. For most people, the main expenses are food, utilities, rent, transportation, entertainment, and taxes. These monthly expenses may vary from person to person, but for people with a budget of $1,200 to $1,500 a month, these are pretty much the basic expenses. Anyone looking to enjoy a celebrity lifestyle on a beachfront with an expensive yacht should expect to pay a pretty penny for the privilege. This is not a realistic proposition for most people. However, if you're unhappy just being 5 minutes walk away from the beach, you can definitely do it. The same applies to transportation. If you're uncomfortable driving an average car or taking the bus, you will be much closer to the median. Similarly, if you are not looking for a mansion to live in, you'll fit in very easily. Now, we're not asking you to be frugal, but you need to make the right choices and you're good to go. Now, let's get right into the list, starting with St. Kitts and Nevis at number 10. St. Kitts and Nevis, a duo of islands in the heart of the West Indies, is one of the best Caribbean countries to retire in. The larger island, St. Kitts, is home to the gorgeous Mount Liamigua, surrounded by rainforests and crisscrossing hiking trails. The streets ring with salsa and jazz rhythms, emblematic of the rich Afro-Caribbean culture. However, if you want some peace and quiet, the scarcely populated smaller Nevis offers breathtaking natural beauty. The country's tax-friendly clauses, which involve zero tax on income, capital gains, gifts, and inheritance, have slowly turned it into a sought-after location for retirees. After all, who wants to keep paying taxes even after retiring, right? In order to start living here, you can opt for a renewable residence permit or invest $150,000 for the Citizenship by Investment program to gain citizenship within 6 months. The country is a bit on the pricey side, with a one-bedroom apartment in the city center renting for between $815 per month. Basic monthly utilities can cost around $200 and grocery costs can easily reach $500. However, if you're unwilling to compromise on location, you can definitely get by with $1,500. Next up, we have Puerto Rico at number 9. If you're a US citizen, you can move to Puerto Rico without a visa or a green card. You can use US dollars, avoid income tax, and pay 8% less in overall cost than in the mainland US. There is no minimum retirement age. However, Social Security benefits can be availed only once you're 62. By age 65, you'll be eligible for Medicare. 1 out of every 5 people in Puerto Rico's 3.5 million population is above 65, so you'll run into a lot of fellow retirees. The tropical climate is perfect for outdoor activities. Fully enjoying the archipelago's diverse landscapes, folks take long walks along crystalline beaches, through lush rainforests and into the mountains. While Rincon on the west coast is known for its surf culture, and Dorado on the east coast known for upscale neighborhoods and luxury resorts, we recommend something like Palms as your destination of choice, a considerably cheaper large city on the south coast that offers natural wonders, appropriate amenities, and is home to the Carnaval de Ponce. Rent and utilities will cost you roughly $700, setting aside nearly $500 for groceries. A single person can get by with $1,400 monthly. The reason Puerto Rico is low on this list is that the healthcare options are limited, aggressive weather can lead to blackouts, and most importantly, the country's crime index is high. It obviously isn't an issue if you reside within a gated community, but you have to leave and go into the town at some point. Moving on to number 8, we have Barbados. The white sandy beaches, the swaying palm trees, coral reefs, and calm turquoise waters may seem stereotypical of the Caribbean, but under the surface, this island carries a ton of charm. It has grown from its poor sugar-based economy into one of the most stable and safe countries in the region. A one-bedroom apartment near the city center will cost you between $600 and $900. If you're willing to compromise on location and proximity to central areas, modest options can be found for as low as $450. A couple can easily spend the rest of their monthly expenses on leisurely activities. The active crowd can engage in snorkeling, botanical gardens walks, hiking, and cruises. On the other hand, if you prefer cultural activities, the island has a high literacy rate and holds several events. As a former colony, it maintains several British institutions, and with an active expat community, there are no language barriers. If you need to travel across the island to attend an event, fear not. Public transportation is well established and cheap. The blue government buses will take you anywhere for the price of $1.75 US. But for folks who prefer to own their vehicles, roads are clean and relatively hassle-free. Accommodations will be your biggest expense, but groceries are another major expense and can easily balloon up to $500 for 2 people. If you add utilities and bills on top of those, a single person can live comfortably within the $1,500 limit, whereas a couple will have to make significant sacrifices to fit that budget. If you have a big family, a 3-bedroom apartment could cost you over $1,700, and your total monthly expenses can easily exceed the $3,000 mark. At number 7, there is Belize. Belize is known for welcoming expats with open arms, and honestly, it's definitely one great option for people who wish to retire in a nice place. The country's premier island getaway, Ambergris Key, is known for its vibrant coral reefs and lively social scene, including beach yoga, scuba diving, sailing, and fishing. Expats feature prominently in areas like San Pedro, known for golf clubs and social events. English is Belize's official language, so you'll have no translation hiccups with locals either. Now, if we talk about rent, a 1-bedroom apartment near those fancy locations will definitely set you back $800 to $1,500 a month. Yes, it is on the pricey side for our list, but that extra money is well worth the premium. However, this expense can be considerably reduced once you move inland and away from the main areas. For utilities, expect to pay roughly $200, and if you mostly rely on local goods, you won't need more than $200 for groceries either. But if you want to use imported goods, you'll have to pay premium prices for that. Since shopping can easily inflate costs, shopping itself can be a bit of an adventure, as you'll need to average at least 4 to 5 stops on a routine run. Combine that with congested traffic, which is a real problem on the small island, and things start to look slightly less appealing. The traffic problems are symptomatic of larger infrastructure issues, but the active cultural scene makes up for it with trivia nights, bingo, local craft markets, live music, and other events. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful, hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel. Your support keeps us motivated to create more amazing content. Thank you. Up next, we have the Dominican Republic at number 6. With over 1,000 miles of coastline and a year-round tropical climate, this is the perfect place for those who love sunshine and warm weather. Sites like Punta Cana, Las Terrenas, and Santo Domingo have thriving expat communities. And the best part? You don't have to break the bank for these blessings. The Dominican Republic offers a high quality of life, a rich mixture of Spanish, African, and Taino cultures, and a 40% lower average cost of living compared to the United States. One-bedroom apartments can be found for as cheap as $350 in small cities, whereas premium properties can cost you close to $2,000. Groceries can cost up to $300, and once you set aside $200 for transport, $100 for utilities, and $200 for health insurance, you're well below your $1,500 target. Public hospitals and private clinics offer healthcare at an affordable price, but their quality can vary dramatically. You may also encounter infrastructure problems like bad internet and energy services in remote areas, and some areas might also have a slightly higher crime rate. However, most of these issues can be avoided by choosing an appropriate city for you and your family. Foreign-sourced income is tax-exempt on pensionado visas, so you can afford to splurge with some cash as well. Moving on, we have Curacao at number 5. Known for its colonial-style architecture and beautiful coral reefs, Curacao is no longer flying under the radar. Full of friendly communities, people here speak Dutch, Papiamentu, English, and Spanish. The island's digital nomad visa, 5-year residency permit, citizenship by investment program, and the potential of Dutch citizenship have turned it into a favorite among expats. Curacao promises a great quality of life, and the rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the capital city, Willemstad, ranges between $700 and $1,200. Cheaper apartments can be found under $800 as well. Adding in costs for groceries, utilities, and leisure activities, the average cost of living is $1,395 per month. This includes monthly premiums for health insurance that can sometimes cost up to $300. The island has reliable infrastructure, necessary utilities, desalinated water, efficient roads, gas, and mail services. You can get a monthly bus pass for $50, but public transit routes are limited. Car ownership is common, but often adds to the overall expenses. The biggest thing holding Curacao back compared to its peers is the inclusion of income, value added, and property taxes. But if you're comfortable with paying minimal taxes, Curacao offers a paradise well connected to popular destinations like the Dominican Republic, Suriname, Panama, and Colombia. A single person can enjoy a fairly luxurious lifestyle between $1,500 and $2,500, whereas a family of 4 may require roughly $3,500 to enjoy a similar lifestyle. Now at number 4 comes Bocas del Toro, Panama. Entering Bocas town can be underwhelming, but if you keep walking, you'll see a bustling Caribbean town with a thriving foreign community, vibrant nightlife, and an eco-friendly lifestyle. A favorite for surfers, backpackers, and bohemians, days on Panama's Bocas del Toro often start sunny before rain clouds take over in the late afternoon. Snorkeling, paddleboarding, cave exploring, island hopping, and walks in the rainforests and national parks promote a healthy lifestyle. Speaking of health, the public hospitals are incredibly cheap. A routine checkup costs as little as $2 and can go as high as $22 for an X-ray. The only downside is that you might have to travel to the mainland for any sophisticated medical procedures. The lack of infrastructure can be inconvenient, especially during touristy summers and rainy spells. For single expats and retirees, you can find single-bedroom apartments under $600 with Wi-Fi. However, it's not difficult to find a 2-bedroom apartment in upscale communities between $450 and $1,000. A couple can expect to spend up to $450 on groceries every month. Given your lifestyle choices, the monthly budget can fall anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000. And here's the best part. the path to residency is incredibly easy. With a required minimum pension of $1,000, offers incredible perks like discounted healthcare, entertainment, utilities, and flights. The country does not tax foreign-sourced income, has low property taxes, and exempts taxes on new homes for up to 20 years. It's no surprise that it ranks 12th in the retirement index for US retirees. Every other corner has an expat success story in the form of an inn or a restaurant. Coming in at number 3, there is St. Lucia. This place is for you if you want to wake up beneath mist-covered mountains, take a walk to vibrant local markets, and live tax-free in this lush Caribbean paradise. St. Lucia is a hidden gem with one of the fastest-growing tourism sectors in the region. No income, inheritance, or capital gains tax, and you can easily become a part of the various English-speaking retiree communities. It is also one of the cheapest Caribbean islands for retirement. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in standard areas hovers around $600, whereas prime areas can cost close to $1,000. Monthly groceries will set you back nearly $350, but if you opt for fresh local produce, you can bring this number down. A city like Castries offers a vibrant cultural scene. It is also an economic hub with robust healthcare services and a strong real estate market. If you're looking for more serene locations, Soufriere offers stunning views of the Piton Mountains, as well as tons of outdoor activities and large foreign retirement communities. Rodney Bay is another option for those looking for an elite lifestyle with a gorgeous view of the sea. If you can't wait to get to St. Lucia, investments of up to $240,000 can earn you an instant passport. Next up, we have Dominica. Raw nature meets affordable living in Dominica, an island where hot springs bubble in emerald forests, waterfalls collide with jungle trails, and $1,500 buys more than just comfort. It buys luxury. Known as Nature Island for its wildlife beauty, the country is the third most affordable place to live in the entire Caribbean. One-bedroom apartment rents in city centers start as low as $250 outside city centers and average between $500 and $800 in them. Grocery prices can vary dramatically from $300 to $600 depending on local versus imported products. Utilities will run you around $150. All in all, it's a very affordable place with exceptional bang for your buck. With tax benefits, it easily becomes one of the perfect locations for retirees. No tax on capital gains, inheritance, investment property, or foreign income. You need to renew your temporary residence permit annually before receiving your citizenship after 7 years of residency. You can, however, bypass the naturalization process by investing $200,000 and obtaining the Dominican passport instantly. There are numerous growing expat communities around the country, and English is the official language, so settling in is not a significant issue. The culture has Caribbean, African, and European influences, and the people are welcoming. Infrastructure and healthcare can be issues in some places, but between Rosso, Portsmouth, and Soufriere, different from the one in St. Lucia, you have plenty of options considering your budget and lifestyle preferences. And now, at number 1, we have Grenada. This is a country with natural beauty, diverse ecosystems, friendly locals, unique spices, an exciting culture, tons of historic landmarks, and vibrant festivals. Plus, it has everything you can possibly want in your retirement destination: an affordable cost of living, reasonable rent, a tax-friendly environment, a capable healthcare system, and active expat communities. Let's begin with healthcare. Grenada has one of the best healthcare systems in the Caribbean with exceptional infrastructure. The country has universal healthcare under its National Healthcare Insurance Scheme, and general care is mostly free and minor procedures are affordable when needed. Private insurance is also available for those who wish to avail it. A one-bedroom apartment in a major city like St. George's will cost you around $800. You can find much cheaper options in Carriacou, Grand Anse, and Lons-sous-Épine if you look hard enough. Take out $400 for groceries and dining, $250 for utilities, and you can not only survive, but thrive in one of the most beautiful locations on planet Earth. And let's not forget, there are no taxes on personal income, capital gains, inheritance, or wealth for foreign investments. These tax breaks have allowed expats communities to flourish in major cities. You can apply for permanent residency after at least 2 years in Grenada. And if you maintain a residence in Grenada for 7 years with 2 years as a permanent resident, you can apply for citizenship. The shorter path is, of course, available through the citizenship by investment route. A donation of nearly $250,000 will grant you instant citizenship to this beautiful island. So, why shouldn't you just pick it over every other island on this list? Like any place on Earth, Grenada has its issues. Power outages can occur during peak tourist seasons and calamities like hurricanes. And while energy infrastructure is fairly reliable in urban areas, its mileage may vary in rural towns. In conclusion, the dream of retiring in the Caribbean is not just for the wealthy. It's achievable for many with the right research and planning. Whether you're drawn to the vibrant culture of Puerto Rico, the natural beauty of Dominica, or the tax-free paradise of Grenada, there's a place waiting for you to call home. So, start planning today and take the first step toward living your dream in the sun-kissed islands of the Caribbean. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which Caribbean island caught your eye as the best place to retire on a budget? Is it the tax-friendly Grenada or the affordable lifestyle in Dominica? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Also, check out our video on 10 reasons why now is the time to invest in the Caribbean. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more great content about Caribbean living. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to continue sharing all the best tips with you. This is Caribbean Focus. See you in the next video.